So I thought I'd do a quick video on basically what I've done leading up to this MP race, and pretty much every other race that I do where it's quite a big event, you know. So I've kind of laid everything out here, and so just give you guys a bit of a rundown for maybe those guys that are still getting into the sport, or just, I don't know, just interested to see what's packed and maybe something they haven't thought about, and this might help them, you know, when it comes to maybe their race prep, being an amateur or pro, whatever. So I've kind of laid everything out from everything to my clothes, as you can see, to my kit. So I'll go through everything. So obviously this is MP Pacific, my prep work. So obviously I'm going to be in the silver class. So going to be riding time trial on the Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So pretty much I don't want to wear the same clothes over and over, so basically I've got enough clothes for each day. So my race pants, there you go, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, maybe an extra one, who knows, might shit my pants, who knows. So yeah, for my pants, obviously, then my socks, also again 3, 4 pairs. You know, you never know that one mate of yours, it's like my mates, they're a bit of a what do you call it, they have their little brain farts from time to time and forget a pair of socks or something like that, or whatever it is. Then I do have spare for them. So spare socks, gloves, I've got a few again. Yeah, I don't know, I don't want to keep 3 for everything, and then, well, 1 for each day, and then for whatever reason I needed an extra one with whatever, I've got more than I need. Most importantly, or one of the most important things, is my rain jacket. You know, at the end of the day, I think last year we had a bit of rain, and there's nothing worse than riding when you're freezing your ass off. So there's that. I'll keep that probably tucked into my Camel pack, and just in case. Obviously, I think the weather's going to be pretty good, so hopefully I'm not going to need this, but it's going to come with regardless. Then some obviously my jerseys, most of them from my friend Paul from Super Moist. He's made some awesome ones which are basically nice and let's have a look. You see, nice and aerated, all the little holes and things like that in it. This one's got my name on the back. You can see it nice and aerated. So no doubt it is going to get hot at MP. So therefore all my tops are going to be pretty summer tops. Here's my Camel pack. I've got 2, just once again, just for safety measures. This is the main one I'm going to ride with. I've actually got a 4-litre bladder in here. I drink like a camel, so yeah. So there you go. I've run out of water a few times, and it's something I try to avoid. So 2 bladders, just in case. You know, sometimes you'll have a fall and you'll pop the one, then you got an extra bladder. So then also I kind of got the theory of all the gear. So arm pads, I keep those. These are quite nice. These are actually mountain bike elbow pads which are used. They're very low profile, light. They fit on your arm like a glove or like a sleeve. You don't really feel it, and it's got this amazing foam that protects you. So I like these. The other ones I find a little bit cumbersome. Then what I like to do underneath my chest protector, which I wear underneath my jersey, I've got some compression vests and just lightweight tops which I put on first, just to obviously with the chest protector going beneath my jersey, that it doesn't rub on my skin. So very lightweight, aerated as well, so I don't get hot. That's the last thing I want to do. And then yeah, neck brace. I don't think I need to explain myself with it. Knee brace, chest protector, and then also I've got the luxury of having 2 helmets. It's nothing worse than waking up the next day for the next day of race when you're sore and stiff to put on a stinky helmet. So I've got 2 helmets. Time trial I'm going to use the one, and then day 2 or day 1 of the race, you can use the same one, and then the last day I'll flip to a new clean one. So I like the clear lenses. Yeah, the mirror lenses all look cool and that, but you know, if it gets dark or gets overcast, you're gonna overcast, you're gonna get into problems trying to see. So I always like the clear. So not as cool as all the mirrored lenses and that, but you know, you don't have to have the problem of things getting dark and you can't see where the hell you're going. So my trusty old SG12s, they've seen better days. I've just put new caps on them. They've been resoled a few times. They're probably going to be good for another year or two, and gonna have to look for new ones. But that's basically all my kit that's gonna go with me. So what I like to do is I take a box with me. So all my kit's gonna go in a box, and then I take a duffel bag or whatever you want to get, a tog bag. So on the day I pack all that in my bag, and I take that with me to the race, and then I leave everything behind at the chalet for the next day. So that's it pretty much for my riding gear. And then basically coming down to things that I'm going to put in my Camel pack. Yeah, so this is probably super important. You don't want to go killing it with too much stuff, but there are a few essentials. So a good old trick that most of you might know by now is the milk carton. So basically just take a milk carton, cut the top off, fold it up, and that comes in handy for so many things, whether it's filling up your radiator, siphoning petrol from a fellow rider that you need. There's so many uses for that, and I've been caught a few times without having one, and yeah, I wish I did. Tool bag, standard tool bag. I've got all the essentials, ratchets, and especially number 10, number 8. I think number 13 also, a socket will probably be your best. You need a straight and a flat screwdriver and a star screwdriver. And then the rest, yeah. I mean, I think most of your bikes would have come with something similar like this, but if not, then it's, yeah, this is crucial. I've been caught out one too many times in the bush with a minor repair, and thank God I had that. Then I've got my little fake Leatherman. Got this off Takealot. I think I had $200, pretty decent quality. Then also vital, I've got my gear lever or gear lever. That's about as I can say it is. Clutch and brake lever, and then I've got my little brake pedal attachment. There's so many times you smash it against the rock, and yeah, you need it. So I've got a spare spark plug for those 2 smokers. I think that's pretty important to keep it with you. Steel glue, I like this one. There is a little bit more expensive, but the stuff works so well. Let me see if I can get this fucking thing out, you know. There you go. So basically how it works, it's got a 2-part outer and then an inner, so you just basically cut it off and you mix it, and it's like fast drying. Super handy if you crack your clutch case or whatever the case, when you have to do a bit of a repair on the side of the road, then that's going to come in super handy. Then I've got chain linkage, or master link for my chain. For whatever reason, it's super light and small, so I'll just keep it anyway. I've seen a few guys on the side of the track changing theirs or having chain issues, and yeah, I bet you they wish they had one of these. Then I hope I don't need this, but this is my tow rope that obviously you can throw to your fellow rider to help you pull you up those difficult step ups and climbs. So I'm praying I don't need that. Cable ties, nice and thick. You never know when you'll need it. Last MP, one of my hoses blew off, and my clamp broke, and actually I used these clamps these zip ties to basically tie the hose on, and it worked like a charm and got me back to the finish. So yep, a few of those. This is just a pair of normal cycling glasses. I don't like wearing goggles, so I'm going to use those. Then there's just a small piece of hose that you don't know if you mount split. So you split a hose on the rod, and you're gonna want one of these. So this is all going in my Camel pack. Then I'll probably take 2 of these hose clamps, because I don't want to repeat the issue that I had last MP, where basically one of these clamps broke and I couldn't continue, and I had to sit and try and do a bush fix. So that's going to go with me. Then yeah, I think I'll probably take 1 or 2 of these screws. These are also always quite handy. You can get them at your bike shop specific for your bike. It's a few screws that fit your bike, so that's always handy to take. Only a few $100, and maybe just take 1 of each screw in your Camel pack, and or your hydration bag, and you never know, maybe something falls off and the screw comes loose and you wish you had that specific screw. Yeah, so basically these are things I'll just keep handy. This is, comes in pretty nifty little gadget, which basically if your fork seals start leaking, you run that underneath the washer, and 9 times out of 10 it does fix it. So I'm taking that. That's my obviously batteries. I like to run 2 GPSs. This is my primary and my secondary. One I think I run with about 180 meters, 120 meters, can't remember, and the other one I'll ride a little bit more closer for those tight twisty turns and that. It just helps a lot. And so yeah, so I got 2 of the Garmin's, and I'm going to be riding with them this MP as well. And then that's just one thing I forgot. I know you get these from most of the races and that. I think I got this from Enduro World. They give out those little packs, and this always just comes in handy, keeping you in a Camel pack for you never know how long you're going to be out, and God forbid your batteries go flat. There's a backup. Yeah, so that's it. What else is there? I'll take this because if you ask my good friend Jonathan van der Westhuizen, he blew so many fuses. The one MP, so now I'll take these with me. I never know if I'm going to do one, but you never know when you're going to need them, so hopefully you don't have to use those. And what else have I got here? This is just U bolts, which I use to tie on my bash plate and my exhaust guard. Obviously if they take a big bash and that, sometimes these get bent and all the rest of it, or the ones that are on my bike, I'll show you in a minute. So I've got replacements if for whatever reason I need those. Then basically obviously your 2-stroke oil and your chain lube, that's pretty important. Then I've got this also, which helps me, you don't have to take off your whole bash plate for when you change your oil. So this screws in the side and you're able to drain your oil. Quite nifty. I think Andre from Enduro will sell these, and mostly I probably find some of the bike kings and that in the area probably sell them too. So always quite a little handy thing. I'm going to take that with me. I've been in the fortunate position where basically I'm going to be with the RAD group, and they've offered a service where basically after the race we're going to come in, and Dale, we're going to be able to throw our bikes at Dale, and he's going to do, while we're soaking our sore asses in the bath and that, he's going to prep the bike for the next day. So I'm not taking a lot of tools with me, but I'll probably just take the normal one, being your 2-stroke and your chain lube and all the rest of it. I don't think anything else really. Even the air filters they're supplying us, so that's going to be a huge help and a burden off my shoulder, not having to come home from the race stuffed, don't know how many hours you are there or have been on the saddle, and have someone to sort your bike out and get it ready for the next day. Then just prep leading up to the race. This is my preferred supplier, Megan from Pace and Power. I've got the 3 general ones that I use. There are some jubbies that I take on the race, but this Pace Light, what I do is this: I hydrate myself for a good week or 2 before the race. Just a teaspoon in a big bottle like this, and I ensure that I drink one of these a day. You don't want to just drink water, because that can actually do more harm, because what you do is you're flushing out all the salts and minerals out of your body. So this kind of keeps that in there, and you get yourself super hydrated. So I find on the race day I barely even drink, because I am so properly hydrated. So that is my race prep. Then my enduro shake, I start carb loading before the event, probably 4 days. This is like a milkshake. I like the vanilla, which yeah, I think about 4 days leading up to the race, I'll start downing this. So there you go, there's the powder. Yeah, so, and then I have a what you call it, a bottle before the race, just to get that energy. That's my breakfast. I battle to take in solids before a race. My stomach, I think with the nerves and the excitement, and it doesn't really allow it. And then, yeah, this is the Enduro Power. This is what I put in my hydration pack. So that goes with me in my Camel pack on every race, and it served me pretty well to now. So yeah, but basically that's that. For as far as race prep and kits and all that's concerned, obviously in the case where I wouldn't have had some mechanical backup and things like that, I would have taken all my tools, and that's a story for another day, which maybe I'll do another video on that. But anyway, yeah, then coming up to my bike, she's just come back from being serviced and that, so I prefer the Mitis, the double green gummy. Served me well, and yeah, it's my tire of choice, you know, for the wet, dry, no matter what it is. These tires are amazing. So double green on the back, and I've gone for Michelin Enduro medium on the front. There you go, looking great. I don't know about you guys, but there's something about a fresh set of tires that get me all excited. And then, yeah, thanks to TBR, sorted me out with some amazing suspension and setup. So yeah, nice set of Öhlins on there, which has served me well and saved my ass a few times. So bike looking nice and fresh. I'm just hoping that the ride is the same, but yeah, that's it, guys, and I hope to see you all there, and I think it's going to be an amazing race, and I hope everyone drives down safe. Keep it rubber side down, and yeah, we'll see you at prize giving, and let's have a jaw. Cheers, guys.